The author has written a tale of two souls set against a backdrop of prejudice and fear. We meet Silas McGra, a man cloistered by solitude, haunted by an existence that seems to hold few joys and even fewer prospects. His days are spent tending to his land, a vast expanse that mirrors the hollowness within him. As twilight descends, casting long shadows across the prairie, Silas finds himself at a crossroads, both intrigued and apprehensive about the source of the sound. The appearance of a lone coyote drifts across the horizon, hinting at the wildness that still persists in these parts. However, as he continues to investigate, the moans turn into what seems to be a whisper. This discovery sets in motion a series of events that will irrevocably alter the trajectory of Silas's life. Aiona is a woman of strength and resilience. Despite her tender years, she carries herself with a quiet dignity that belies the turmoil she has endured. Her Apache heritage becomes a symbol of otherness in the eyes of the settlers, making her a target of suspicion and prejudice. The wound she bears is not merely physical, but also a metaphor for the emotional scars that run deep within her. As the story unfolds, we see how her survival instincts have kicked in, pushing her to flee from those who mean her harm. Silas's initial reaction to finding Aiona is one of hesitation. He wrestles with the knowledge that aiding her could bring him peril. His decision to help, therefore, carries greater significance because it represents a conscious choice to defy societal norms and personal safety. In doing so, he embarks on a journey of self-discovery, one that challenges the boundaries of his comfort zone and forces him to confront his own prejudices. As Silas and Aiona find themselves in close quarters at the cabin, their relationship begins to evolve. Silas is captivated by Aiona's spirit and resilience, and she in turn finds solace in his unexpected kindness. Their bond deepens around the fire, creating a sense of shared vulnerability that transcends their differences. Over time, they begin to open up to each other, sharing fragments of their past and revealing the depths of their characters. The harsh terrain of the Great Plains plays a pivotal role in shaping the narrative. The vast emptiness of the landscape mirrors the emotional states of both Silas and Aiona. It also serves as a constant reminder of the unforgiving nature of the frontier, a world where survival is a daily struggle and where the boundaries between civilization and wilderness are often blurred. The isolation of the prairie magnifies the importance of the connection between the two protagonists, emphasizing that even in the most desolate of places, human connection can endure. The element of suspense is masterfully woven throughout the narrative. As their bond deepens, the possibility of discovery looms large. The threat of exposure hangs over their heads, reminding them that their actions could have dire consequences. This tension keeps the reader engaged and wondering how far Silas's courage will extend and what sacrifices he'll make to protect Aiona. Themes of prejudice and discrimination are subtly explored through the portrayal of Silas's character. He has been ostracized by the townspeople, labeled as strange and even cursed. This marginalization has forced him into a life of solitude. The story prompts readers to consider the dangers of unchecked prejudice and the importance of challenging societal norms. By showing how Silas confronts his own biases when he meets Aiona, the author encourages empathy and understanding. Individuality versus conformity is another prominent theme. Silas's decision to help Aiona despite the social pressures he faces showcases the power of individuality. He chooses to follow his conscience rather than blindly adhering to the expectations of his community. This act of defiance not only changes his life but also challenges the rigid social structures of the time period. At the heart of the story lies the enduring strength of the human spirit. Both Silas and Aiona have faced immense hardships, but they refuse to be broken by their circumstances. Their resilience is evident in their actions and their ability to form a bond despite the obstacles they face. Their story celebrates the capacity of the human heart to heal and the power of hope to sustain us through the darkest of times. One of the strengths of this narrative lies in its masterful use of symbolism. The prairie serves as a potent symbol of the vastness of human emotion, mirroring the boundless feelings of love, loss, anger, and healing that course through the characters. The cabin becomes a sanctuary, a place where connection and understanding can flourish in the midst of a harsh and unforgiving world. The writing is both evocative and immersive, transporting the reader to the rugged landscapes of the Great Plains. The author's use of sensory details brings the story to life, allowing us to feel the biting wind, hear the mournful cries of coyotes, and witness the breathtaking beauty of the star-studded sky. As the story reaches its climax, the tension mounts. The discovery of Aiona's presence in Silas's cabin becomes imminent. The threat of violence and the potential destruction of their fragile haven looms large. The reader is left on the edge of their seat, wondering how Silas will defend Aiona and what sacrifices he'll be willing to make. However, the ending of the story is left intentionally open-ended, inviting the reader to contemplate the possibilities. Will Silas choose to stay by Aiona's side, embracing the uncertainty of their future together? Or will he succumb to the pressure from his community and send her away? The ambiguity allows for multiple interpretations and encourages readers to consider the complexities of love, loyalty, and sacrifice. Aiona's character exhibits remarkable strength and resilience. Despite the traumatic experiences she has endured, she remains determined to carve out her own path in life. Her resourcefulness is evident in her ability to survive in the harsh wilderness, and her quiet dignity commands respect, even in the face of adversity. Her presence challenges preconceived notions and stereotypes, reminding us that strength comes in many forms. The supporting characters, while not extensively developed, serve an important purpose in advancing the plot and highlighting the themes of the story. The townspeople represent the prevailing attitudes and prejudices of the time period, creating a backdrop of tension and opposition against which Silas and Aiona's relationship grows. This story is a compelling exploration of love, prejudice, and the strength of the human spirit. Set against the backdrop of the unforgiving Great Plains, it tells the tale of two individuals who defy societal norms and embrace love despite the challenges they face. The author's evocative writing, coupled with the powerful performances of the cast, makes this story a truly immersive experience. If you enjoyed this captivating tale, I encourage you to share your thoughts and support the author's work. Your engagement helps promote more incredible stories like this one. Let's continue to explore diverse narratives that challenge our perspectives and celebrate the beauty of human resilience. Thank you for joining me on this literary journey.